already at the beacon. It was very small, because it was a tiny honk. So what's up, T.I.? Perp, shut the fuck up. Listen. I keep telling, what's today? The 29th still, right? March 29th, 2023. So yeah, you saw the whole thing with the iced coffee and something somebody was eating. Why would you not finish your coffee? The coffee's good there. There was no homeless people around, so it wasn't a homeless person's drink. I did that shit on purpose, so she remembered So, I mean, she could be a perp. I don't think the husband is, though. Well, she probably is. I mean, she hasn't done anything yet, but, when you're a TI, usually perps move into the neighborhood. I'm keeping an eye on everybody. So, somebody's gonna move in soon. A couple houses down, somebody bought it. And they're actually gutting it from the basement up. So I guess they're putting new pipes in and everything. So it's like, I mean, yeah, if you can afford to do that, then, good for you, that's good. It'll bring the property up too. Anything to improve a neighborhood is gonna make, hopefully better people move in, not perps, but you know what I mean? My neighbor's a perp, so. Ay. Well, that witch is not home ever. She passed by my house at like 7:45 in the morning, so she actually has something better to do. The husband's never home anymore either. So I don't know, hopefully they're looking for a new place to live. All they do is smoke in the house, so it's all I smell is smoke in the garage. They're not supposed to smoke in the house. The landlord told them no smoking in the house. Even the landlord didn't smoke in the house when he lived here. Him and the wife used to smoke, but they used to go in the backyard and smoke. Or they used to come in the front to smoke, and they were, pretty nice, normal people. But they wanted to get a house somewhere else. They had their kids. They wanted to raise them near the grandparents. So they actually do come by every once in a while. So it's supposed to. When you're a landlord, but you move away, you're supposed to come to the house at least once a month or once every 2 months. Whenever you can, just to check up on things. These houses are old, so they're a little fickle when you try to fix stuff. So, when things break down, you put the new stuff in. There's a lot of old wiring. Everything needs to be updated. So, like I said, if we ever left, somebody will have to really gut out the whole entire house and restart it from scratch. So, that's what they're doing a couple houses down. Now, I don't think the person that bought the house is gonna move in. I think they're fixing up the house, and then somebody else is gonna move in. They're gonna rent it, which makes more sense because if you own the house and you move in, it's so much more expensive. This way, you have people that rent the house, and then you make money, and then you know what I mean. I think it lowers the cost of your living. Actually, I don't really know for sure, so don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. So today, no, I didn't see too many perps. What you saw in my video is what I saw. When I went to the pharmacy, I thought there were perps who were going to be in there too. Sometimes they go in there. And I was actually grateful that they didn't go in. And if they did anything, I would have told you about it anyway. So these perps, they do anything, right, to get any tabs on you. And I didn't really have time to say anything, because I didn't stay at Dunkin' too long. I got there at like 2:45. I stayed till 4:30. I was just charging my phone, basically. I didn't have an actual meal. I had a muffin. I had a nice big salad for breakfast. It was good. It was very filling. Oh no, I had a salad. The perps will be angry with me for that. Probably. And I had yogurt too. Oh no. And tea. Tea is good for digestion too. Uh-oh. And the rest of the day I drank water. Oh no. What were you perps gonna do? Anyway. So I'm on the way out. I see somebody I know from the neighborhood. And one of the perps is talking to her. So like, oh God. No, he's looking for something. He's looking for info. They always do that. Well, I tell you, I have a video of this perp walking past Dunkin' Donuts with his handler that looks like Ned Flanders with that mustache. Please upgrade your damn mustache, you old fart. And he was giving him little liquor bottles as a reward. But he found me that. I was wondering too. I said, I haven't seen that guy in a while, the handler. And I said, I wonder what's up with that, So what they do is they show you that they're their handler, and he's a Freemason too. So, they always have something on them that tells that they're that. So he paid the perp in little bottles, little tiny liquor bottles, in the liquor store. They would always go back and forth to get lots of liquor bottles, little ones. They're alcoholics, so they just need something to hide them over. How about you go to rehab and go to your meetings and you won't be able to drink? How about you get so sick that you never want to drink again and then you stop because you have a problem? Especially if you're gang stalking somebody for liquor, that's a problem. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. So the guy, the perp himself, he's got this thick silver chain with the Freemason symbol on it. And that chain already had been on that older guy, the little short old guy. He used to go to the Cup Masters over there and talk to everybody. He always wore the colors too. But he has the same exact necklace, so I don't know if they just give it to the next person, but I think that's what they do. So this lady I talked to there, she's a very nice lady. She prays for everybody. Nice conversations, you know what I mean? So when she comes in, we have a nice conversation, we talk, and she gave me something for the phone that blocks the radiation off the phone, the RFID. So she goes, oh, do you remember I was telling you I was going to get you one? I completely forgot, I haven't seen her in a while. So hopefully it helps. I'll show you it. I'll make another video and I'll show you. I might order more. If it works, I'll order more. Because you can stick it on your laptop, so it's computers, microwaves, routers. So hopefully it works. I'll look it up. I'll look the product up and see the reviews. So as she's walking up to the, so you could tell, people always have to stop and talk to her. They do that to me all the time too. They don't want me to leave, They gotta tell me their whole life story. Because a lot of people are bullshit artists around here. So he was doing the same thing to her. So she was, looking to talk to me because she wanted to give me the thing. And he was like holding her up. He was asking her for money. And then she said that he lives in her building. So I'm like, oh, okay. I've seen him way more before that too. I used to see him riding a bike and wearing that chain when the other old Dunkin' was open. So I think they, these perps and handlers, they always come into the stores all the time. They check people out. Why my name is on the list for these Masons, I'll never know. I'm sure if I ask God, he'll reveal it to me. He usually does. Somebody was definitely doing witchcraft against me from the dream I had last night. I'm going to try to rebuke it and listen to as much prayer breaking video, curse breaking videos as I can. I think because I was sleeping really good last night, they were trying to stop me from doing that. You know what I mean? The demons or witches or whatever, they really try to mess with your sleep. They don't like that I've been taking breaks and doing chores and, just relaxing and trying not to be stressed out like last week. They want me to keep being stressed out, so I said, let me take a break. I got all my appointments scheduled that I have to go to, just checkups and everything. They don't like that. Too damn bad. That's what I say to that. That's why there's a lot of purpose at the dentist's office. I'm like, I'm getting a cleaning, guys. I'm not having I don't know what they think I was doing there. So I'm not allowed to have a dental cleaning that everybody's supposed to have every 6 months. Oh, okay. Whatever. That's because I got the referral that I was supposed to get to go fix my teeth. That's the real problem. The real reason they all came around. They don't want me to better myself. They always hit our gums and everything, right? A lot of people lose their teeth because of that stuff. The EMF and radiation. That's why all these appliances we have, they have the radiation in it, because that's the first thing to go, and then you feel depressed because you don't look good, and that you don't date anybody. And my tooth is hurting me right now, and it wasn't hurting me all day, so just from talking about it, it's doing it. Go fuck yourself. So anyway, so now he's talking to her, but even though they're in the same building, I don't think she really talks to him too much. Yeah, she spreads the gospel around, so she probably, gave him a pamphlet with some prayers on it. But it looked like he was asking her for money. I think what happens is he asks people for money so he can get more booze, little bottles. I don't know how much they cost. There's no price. I went in there to play lotto, and there was no price on the little bottles. I'm thinking they're $1 maybe. Yeah, that adds up after a while. So maybe his handler's not giving him money too much. Eventually these handlers are not going to have enough money to give to the perps. They're not going to have enough money to buy stuff for the perps, to do the gang stalking. The program is coming to an end. You understand? We're in the end times. God is not playing anymore. He's really gonna let people have it. So these people hate God. Why else would they gang stalk people if they didn't hate God? Let's be real now. It's part spiritual warfare, and part weapons. These people have all these weapons that they shouldn't have, and nobody believes it if you tell them. So you know what I mean. So they're not gonna get stopped. But God will stop them. He's not playing. I told you, he's not playing. So, God will not be mocked. So, they're manipulating our dreams, our bodies, our food, our water, the products we use every day. They put microorganisms in there and everything, so I try to be as clean as I possibly can now, before it's too late. Oh, red and black. Look at that. That's a new one. That's a new modification. On the way home from the dentist, we passed by the Alcoholics Anonymous, or the perps hang out. The gang stalking meetings, Freemasonic meetings go on there, near the train station. That's why all those weirdos were coming near me and doing their skits. So we stopped at the light, and there was a couple cars in front of us. I look over, and it says fake front. Somebody ripped a sign that was on there, but somebody wrote fake front, like I said. I was trying to figure out all those gang stalking perps were coming. I remember the other video, the guy was wearing pink. I was like, you're wearing pink for, you know what I mean? Like, I said that all to them to make sure they knew I knew what they were doing. And the drunk guy waving the lime green flag because it wasn't working, the perping. So that's where they meet, though. They go there. That was the Masonic meeting. That's why it has a pyramid on the front of it. I looked it up online. It's that. It's definitely that. It's like a secret meeting. It's supposed to be for Alcoholics Anonymous, but it's not. It's fake. And I knew it was fake too. That's why it's funny that somebody wrote that. It's a weird shadow. It looks like a witchcraft shadow. Well, it's probably the light from the street. The street light. See the street light? Hitting the mirror, the window, and the car reflecting. What is like a witchcraft symbol, it looks like. Could be. So I'm glad I caught it. Like I took a picture of it. Like, yep. So I knew it already. So somebody else figured it out, but wrote that on there. So now I guess if I run into that lady, I'm gonna let her know, you know, you're a little leery about that guy. Because if he's living in the apartment, he shouldn't be begging people for money. That means he lives with the handler. That means the handler lives there. Because I saw him another day. Every time I go to work out, I always see these perps. And we turned the corner 2 blocks away from here, and he was already walking down the street at the same time. So I would see him, and he had a big smirk on his face. I'm like, yeah, keep smirking at me. It ain't gonna last long. So, you know, they always have to try to do something to us. They hate it when it doesn't work. And they try old tactics. Like I said, that saying, you keep doing the same thing over and over again to expect different results. So, that's them though. I'm gonna show you the picture too. It's on my computer. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.